Hi everybody, welcome to Deb's Way. I'm Deb, and you are here for another hashtag Tea Tuesday. Have my tea here, big mug, but it's only like maybe half full, that's all. It's a nice big mug though for hot soup or hot tea or hot chocolate, anything. Nice size mug. I don't know, maybe it's about a 16 ouncer. Got this from my friend in Minnesota, who sent it to me for Christmas a couple years ago. It shows the state of Minnesota and various towns around the state and little landmark things to go along with the different mention of the cities. You know, like a tent, hiking boots, lake stuff, bicycles for going through Minneapolis parks, that type of thing. This came from my friend Chris, and I call her my vet friend because she was a veterinarian, and I believe, still does have her vet's license, but she doesn't practice. I have two friends in the Minneapolis area named Chris. One is a person that I used to work with for many years, and the other one is Chris, my vet friend, who I met through the Shetland Sheepdog Club many years ago. I think it was, oh gosh, I hate to even think. It was probably many years ago. Let's leave it at that, okay? And they both live in Bloomington. Go figure. So anyway, thank you, Chris, my vet friend, for this mug. So what's been going on around here lately? Well, first of all, let me just tell you that I am here participating in hashtag Tea Tuesday via Life with Patti, who I have watched for quite a while now. She and a friend of hers, Kathy at Kathy's Favorite Things, is sponsoring or co-hosting this collaboration. And a lot of people belong to it, follow along with it. So if you'd like to participate, just do a video. You can drink tea, hot chocolate, water, Coke, Pepsi, whatever you want to drink, and do whatever you want to on your video. Some people just talk, some people tell hobbies that they're working on or things that they've been doing. It's all up to you. Yeah, and that's why I like participating in it, because it's the subject matter is all up to me, and I can sit and talk, and I can show things or not show things or whatever, you know. So anyway, I have enjoyed doing these videos, and it's been probably now at least a year, if not longer, that this collaboration has been going on. And it is very popular, and it's followed by many, many people. So thank you to Patti and Kathy for starting this collaboration, and I will put their channel information down below in my description box. Go over and check out their channels, and if you want to see other videos of members that are doing this hashtag Tea Tuesday, all you have to do is put that hashtag Tea Tuesday, like all one word, low cap, or I should say no caps, a lowercase, in the search line in YouTube. Search on that, and it should bring up, you know, everybody that's participating in this collaboration. So see what everybody else is doing. But also come back and visit me, you know, of course. And while you're here, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so and hit that notification bell so that you will be notified of when I have a video out. I try to do a video every Tuesday and every Friday. I do my best at getting them both done. But I hope you like my videos, okay? And keep on coming back. Now, what have I been doing this week? Let's see. Oh, happy Mother's Day, everybody, or I should say happy belated Mother's Day. Hope you all had a good day out there. I had a wonderful weekend. We met with my brother and sister-in-law for dinner. Had a nice time out, a nice visit. And then on Mother's Day itself, we had a quiet day at home, which we both kind of needed because the week previous to Mother's Day was pretty busy for us. So yeah, it was a nice quiet day at home, which we both appreciated. Now, since then, yes, I have done some work in the garden this last week and this weekend too, and it's looking in pretty good shape, which I really am glad about that, because I started my garden rather late in the season for a spring, early summer garden. summers get to be too hot for a lot of the things that I planted. So I'm hoping, because our weather has been so weird and strange lately, that my garden will continue growing and really produce a bit before the summer heat gets it. So far our weather has still been kind of strange. We have hot weather during the day, nice sun. Like even today, it's in the 80s, low 90s, but it is very windy, and that wind is kind of a cool breeze. So it's not that bad outside. And in the evenings now, this whole week, we are supposed to have temperatures down in the high 50s, low 60s, and then back up again in the 80s to 90s during the day. So anyway, I am hoping that this rather strange spring, summer weather will keep my garden going a little bit longer than normal. So I'm going to show you what it looks like at this point. It actually was finished planted about, what, 2 weeks ago? 3 at the most, not even 3, I don't think. But my radishes have popped up, of course. They're the first ones, and they're looking good. But I've also got other things. Cucumbers and green beans have popped up. The tomatoes, my little volunteer tomato plants, I'm going to show you something there. The only things that haven't shown up yet are the carrots and the bunching onions that I planted. I think everything else has pretty much come up. Yeah, I think so. So let me show you what I do have growing in my garden these days, right here. Let's take a look at this garden and see what's happening out here. First look is the tomatoes. Big beef is growing, and you see the little sprouts there? That's the beefsteak coming up. Yep, quite a few beefsteak. And my volunteer, and I do have, I don't know if you can see them there. I have some tiny little tomatoes growing right there. And these were the 2 volunteer plants, plus a cabbage plant, and more sprouts of the, no, what are they called? Tessa's land currant tomatoes. And over here, this little volunteer tomato is just kind of holding its own here. But look up the cucumbers, they've popped up in both tubs. And then these are the radishes. Of course, right now, what kind are they? Champion radishes. My cucumber vine is growing. This is a cucumber bed, all cucumbers. That's looking good. And my green beans have popped up. Doing pretty good. I've got several little sprouts here too. You know, like here. These were all planted at the same time. What a difference in size, huh? I'm surprised by it. But that's about it on this bed. No onions yet. No carrots yet. I think this is a flower that I planted. I'm not sure. I guess I'll have to wait and see. Yeah. But that's how my garden's looking so far. I think it's looking pretty good. So let's see. What else has been going on around here? Oh, I've been sewing, yeah. I'm not working on that little pajama set yet. Well, that is for the summer. It's not summer just yet, so I still have some time, you know, but I have a couple other sewing projects that kind of took priority. I have some cotton blouses that, well, you know how on the sleeve they have the a little tab that you can roll the sleeve up and then tab it up. Well, those invariably kind of collapse on me. The cuff does not stay put, and after a while, as it unrolls, it kind of looks very untidy to me, in my opinion. I don't like it. So what I decided to do is on those shirts that I have like that, I have stitched them. I've made a permanent cuff, put it that way. So yes, I've sewed it so that the cuff will not come undone. I can go ahead and still tab it up, but I think it looks a lot neater than what it did before I, made it a permanent cuff. So let me show you what I've done in the sewing room the last few days, okay? This is what I've been working on back here in my sewing room this week. Just a cotton blouse. And it has, this tab that they put on them with a button here that you connect the tab to that. Roll up the sleeve and then put the tab in place and it should hold things. Well, it doesn't though. So what I did was I rolled the sleeve hem under twice and sewed it. I don't know if you can really see here. Maybe if I hold it this way, how I hemmed it up, stitched everything in place so that when I do put the tab in place, I'll show you what it looks like. To me, it looks a lot neater than what it did, and it will hold its shape a lot better than it did. But that's what it's going to look like, tabbed up. See? I like that a lot better. Before, my sleeve would just fall apart, so this is going to be a much neater look. So I have that one done. I have another shirt like that. I've pinned it up. This is the first turnover. I stitched that one down too just to keep it up, and then I'll turn it again and stitch that one a second time. At first when I started doing this, I was going to turn the hem over once and then sew it by machine, and then turn the hem over again and hand stitch it like every so often. But I decided to just go ahead and do it all by machine. Yeah, I'm lazy that way, and it gets done faster. So I have this first sleeve all pinned, ready to go for the first stitch, for the first sew down, if we want to call it that. Let me get that going, and then I'll show you what I do next. And you'll notice that I did take my bed off the machine here using my free arm. I like that. So for these sleeves, I just put it on there and I'm ready to start. But I do want to start at the underarm seam, which is, where is it? It would be right here. And I'm doing this all on the right side. It doesn't matter. Ouch. And be careful of the pins because they do hurt. Okay. And I'm just stitching along the edge of the material here. It doesn't matter how wide you make this seam at all. I'm just stitching it up. Okay, first seam is done. So what I do then is just turn it over the width of that seam, and then I'm going to stitch along this far edge here again to get it, sewn in place, permanently sewn in place. And again, I'll start at the, I like to pin. When I'm doing clothing, I do like to pin. So let me get that pinned up. You don't have to put pins in if you don't want to, but I just do. Let's see here. There. Okay. Back on the machine, and once again I start in the underarm area. Okay. I've got the seam all done, and I'll show you here. Button up this one. There. So when I'm wearing it, the cuff will not fall out. It's all stitched in place. I like the look much better. So let me finish the other sleeve, and we'll call it a day in the sewing room. That's all I'm doing back here today, just some little things like this. I think I have something else to mend in my pile over there, but that's about it for today, okay? Yeah, I think that is much neater. And I also have been pressing the shirts. I don't always press them. I'll go ahead and run them in the, I'll go ahead and put them in the dryer and just kind of do a wrinkle-free run on them. And, but this time I did press them. That's been my week so far. Hope you're all having a good one out there. You take care. Happy Tea Tuesday to you all. Enjoy. Hashtag Tea Tuesday. I'll be talking to you again real soon, but for this time around, yeah, it's time to say goodbye for now.